Yeah, so I'm planning to go out to this little soiree thing that whatever. Anyway, so I'm just gonna chat while I do my makeup, a little bit of makeup anyway. But I wanted to talk about alcohol and drinking, and something that I'm again trying to attempt to like just totally cut out of my life because so I was using it kind of as a coping mechanism to sort of like either like get happier again or numb the feelings that I was feeling. And most of the time it's just like, you know, a drink or two. I sort of got addicted to these Smirnoff drinks that are like 8% alcohol, but the only, cause I don't, you know, didn't want to get like, drunk or whatever. Like it was just to have like this light, bubbly feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but just to sort of like, just a little to kind of take the edge off when I was like, moping or feeling sad or not happy or whatever. Especially when I was with Grant, because of being long distance, he used to make me feel so good when we were together and when he was like, really on and like really like in my life kind of a thing. And it felt so good that when there was like a break in communication or a break in affinity or reality or something like that, when there or there was something that we were working through or whatever, like I don't know. It's so much harder over long distance. It is so hard. I don't recommend it at all. And everything would have been much easier had we been living in the same space. But anyway, regardless of all that, I kind of, really started it like as a habit to, I just sort of like became dependent on it. And I really feel like that is what has blocked my weight loss. And also I started getting numbness in my finger, and I still have that. I've had that for several months now. It just doesn't go away. And I think it has to do with like maybe my nerves being damaged or something like that. My eyesight has gotten a lot worse, like a lot. Like I can barely see clearly when I'm looking at something up close. Like I have to have glasses no matter what. If I'm trying to read, well, I mean I can see the words, but the edges are like super blurry. And just overall like general sort of like sometimes like mental fog. So what do I do with them? So yeah, I think it's been like the reason for my, plateau on my weight loss journey and all that kind of stuff. And then it's probably created other health issues that I'm not even aware of and stuff like that. And so anyway, I was kind of using that from time to time. as a coping mechanism. And I'm very informal about my makeup. Like, I don't have like specialized equipment and stuff like that. I'm very simple. And then what was I saying? Yeah. So the you know, it was like when we were together and the times that we were together, they were great. It was like, well, yeah, um, yeah, I mean, sure, like, life is not without any disagreements ever, that would be weird. But, like, for the most part, like, you know, um, it's the long distance aspect of things um, that I feel really, like, uh, made things difficult from time to time. And for me, whenever we like when we would leave, like when we would have to go back home, one of us we'd have to separate again. I would get this like separation anxiety, and like I just would sort of what do you call it? Like fear of abandonment, and always like, yeah, sure, it's hard to, like, I would never do it again, and I would never have done it for anybody else, but because I'd already known him in the past, and then, so, so I had to, trust for me was a decision, I decided to trust him, but there's always sort of, there's always sort of that, like, well, what if, if that were to happen, then kind of a thing. And anyway, but he always said, oh, no, that's not going to happen. And no, it's very unlikely. I'm not going to do that, would always kind of come back to like, yeah, no, you're the only one for me, blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to be all glamorous or anything, just a little bit of whatever. Anyway, so back to the subject of alcohol. So I'm going to, so yeah, I've made various attempts to just like totally quit doing that as a coping mechanism, or like, like if I, whatever. So now I'm actually going to do that. And so today is day 2. And, I would often relapse because I would sometimes like, just get these really intense feelings, and I just like, I can't deal with that. Like, oh, please just get me out of it. Ugh. And so, but I'm feeling better, but I also have to make sure that if I do, feel whatever for any reason at all again in the future, that I'm not going to relapse again, even if it's just like, I would be lenient on myself, and I would just be like, oh, it's just one, oh, it's just a little bit, it's just a tiny little bit, just to take the edge off. So I'm trying to do better in all aspects of my life, better and better every day. So that, and no one can do it for you. No one's going to come and save you. Nobody's going to, it has to be like a self-determined personal journey kind of a thing. And there's been so many times where I've like tried to in the past and just couldn't seem to quite fully, there were periods where I'd like go for, maybe a couple weeks, or like a while or whatever, but I just want to really fully, like, I don't know how long for, but like at least, give it a good shot for like 30 days, and then, not even like one, you know, um, because then it becomes like, oh, well, just one, oh, well, the next day, like, um, so, and, I wouldn't say it's been like, something that's really, you know, I'm just gonna do it. So yeah, it's not like it's something that I've been like, I don't feel like I can't do it. I'm just talking about it because I think that it's necessary. Anyway, I have to go now. I'm gonna be late otherwise. Good day.